Welcome to the series that takes a closer look at the highs and lows of movie poster design, unpacking what makes them shine or miss the mark entirely. In this episode, we're diving into the Harry Potter franchise, with 8 theatrical releases to its name. Let's see how the Wizarding World's posters measure up for one of film's most iconic characters. Starting off with Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. This poster is a great example of how to use design to capture the magic and mystery of the first book adaptation. The deep blues of the night sky, mixed with the warm glow of the castle lights, create a beautiful contrast, pulling you into the scene and making Hogwarts feel both inviting and mysterious at the same time. The way Hogwarts is shown on a cliff makes it look grand and important, almost like the castle itself is a character in the story. Additionally, the boats crossing the lake toward the castle add a sense of adventure and make you feel like you're about to start an exciting journey, just like the characters in the movie. The title design is also really well done. The Harry Potter logo, with its sharp, lightning-like letters, fits perfectly with the magical theme. The way it's positioned and the glowing golden color makes it stand out without overpowering the rest of the image. What makes this poster interesting is how it invokes curiosity while still not giving too much away. It captures the essence of the Harry Potter world, the magic, the adventure, and the sense of discovery, while maintaining an air of mystery that entices viewers to experience it on the big screen. Taking a look at another poster from Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. This design focuses on one of the most iconic thematic symbols of the series, the letter from Hogwarts, delivered by an owl, which represents the moment that Harry's life changed forever. By centering the letter, the poster immediately taps into the desire that every child feels about receiving their own Hogwarts acceptance letter in the mail. The soft, glowing light that seems to radiate from the letter adds an ethereal quality, reinforcing the magical theme without needing to overstate it. To add to this, the handwritten address on the letter is a wonderful detail that adds authenticity to the image. It's a subtle reminder of the personalized nature of Harry's invitation to the Wizarding World. Additionally, the starry background enhances the magical atmosphere, making it feel as though the letter is traveling through the night sky on its way to the Muggle world. Overall, this poster does an incredible job of conveying the excitement, mystery, and wonder of Harry Potter's introduction to the Wizarding World. Through its simplicity, it effectively captures the essence of the story and draws viewers in, making them eager to join Harry on his magical journey. Next, this poster for Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire is a powerful piece of design that effectively conveys the darker, more serious tone of the series. The use of a silhouette is a bold choice, focusing less on Harry's recognizable features and more on his growing maturity and the challenges he must face. The way Harry is shown, with his head slightly bowed and his wand at the ready, immediately suggests that he is facing something challenging and ominous. This posture, combined with the misty, shadowy background, creates a theme that perfectly matches the movie. In fact, the simplicity of the design is one of its strengths. Instead of cluttering the poster with multiple characters or action scenes, it focuses solely on Harry, which points out his isolation and the personal trials he will face during the Triwizard Tournament. The text at the top, "Difficult times lie ahead, Harry," is placed by design to reinforce the sense of impending danger and challenge. It serves as a direct message to the character from Dumbledore and, by extension, to the audience, preparing them for the more intense and mature themes that this movie explores. Overall, this poster successfully captures the essence of Goblet of Fire, a story about facing fears, growing up, and confronting the darkness that lies ahead. This poster for Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix is scary. The decision to place Voldemort, the main villain from the series, at the center of the poster immediately sets the tone. His figure, emerging from the shadows, is both menacing and captivating, drawing the viewer's eyes straight to his pale, haunting face. The use of lighting in this poster is also particularly effective. The way that Voldemort is illuminated, with a cold, eerie blue light emanating from his wand, creates a ghostly aura around him. As this unnatural light fades into the surrounding darkness, it symbolizes the soon-to-be threat that he represents, the darkness that spreads as Voldemort's powers grow. Overall, this poster's design doesn't rely on complex visuals to convey its message, and Voldemort's presence alone is enough to remind audiences of how frightening he is, having last seen him in the Goblet of Fire film. Moving on, this poster for Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1 is a departure from the magical imagery that is often associated with the series, opting instead for a gritty, suspenseful vibe that signals a more mature tone for the film. The setting inside a train with Harry and Hermione framed between the doors immediately gives a sense of urgency and secrecy. The confined space and the way that they are positioned so close to each other suggests that they are on the run, hiding, or in the middle of a tense moment. This aligns perfectly with the film's main narrative of the lead characters being fugitives, constantly on the move, and trying to stay ahead of danger. The color palette is also worth noting. The green tones add to the feeling of unease, making the viewer sense that something isn't quite right, while Hermione's red dress subtly suggests danger or romance, depending on how someone interprets this. The expressions on Harry's and Hermione's face further enhance the mood of the poster. Both characters look intense and focused, with a mix of determination and concern in their eyes. This is the look of characters who have been through a lot and are bracing for more. This poster is definitely one of my favorites because of how far different it is from everything else that was designed for this franchise. Next, having another look at Deathly Hallows Part 1. This poster is a hauntingly powerful piece of design that perfectly captures the epic conclusion of the series. What's striking is Hogwarts, which is on fire. Hogwarts is a place that has always symbolized safety, magic, and security for Harry and his friends. So to see it burning is frankly a deeply emotional design choice that the audience has to bear. It instantly conveys that everything the characters have known and cherished is under threat, and that the final battle will be nothing short of catastrophic. The tagline at the top, "It all ends here," adds a sense of finality to the image. It's a simple statement that reminds the audience that this is the final chapter of a decade-long journey, both for the characters and for the fans who have followed this story. The reflection of Hogwarts in the water beneath also adds an extra layer of depth to the composition, almost as if the castle is sinking, further driving home the point that the world of wizards is at its darkest hour. In my opinion, this poster stands out as the most powerful of the entire Harry Potter series. Throughout the films, Hogwarts has been a beacon of safety, magic, and childhood wonder, a place where both the characters and the audience could escape to a world of playful, innocent adventure. But in this image, seeing the beloved castle burning to the ground is a reminder that those days are gone. The flames consuming Hogwarts represent the shattering of that childhood sanctuary, and the destruction of something audiences have loved for years. Moving on, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. This poster is an intense depiction of the final showdown between good and evil. Featuring Voldemort at the center, the poster captures the raw power and fury of the Dark Lord as he unleashes his most deadly magic spell. By placing Voldemort in such an aggressive pose, the design shows a sense of movement and chaos, as though the battle is erupting right before our own eyes. The debris flying through the air and the crumbling ruins of Hogwarts in the background further highlight the destruction and violence that the final battle brings. The intensity, the stakes, and the raw emotion are all captured in this single image of Voldemort, making it one of the most impactful posters of the series. Again, taking a look at the Deathly Hallows Part 2. This poster perfectly encapsulates the battle between Harry and Voldemort with a raw, intense, and almost primal energy. The proximity of their faces almost touching, with only the Elder Wand separating them, creates a strong tension that jumps right off the poster. It's the detail in their expressions that really makes this poster stand out. Harry's determined, intense gaze speaks volumes about his growth throughout the series, from a young boy discovering the magical world to a hero ready to face his greatest fear. Voldemort's expression, on the other hand, is one of cold, calculating malice. The way his eyes are narrowed shows his confidence and his belief that he will finally defeat Harry. Overall, this poster perfectly captures the essence of the final battle between good and evil. It draws viewers into the gravity of the moment, making it one of the most memorable posters of 2011. Next, let's take a look at Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. The first major issue with this poster is the overall composition, which just feels awkward. The characters are all positioned in a way that feels forced, particularly Harry, who's placed in the foreground. The rest of the characters, including Ron, Hermione, and the Triwizard Champions, are placed together in the background, making them appear very edited in. This becomes more obvious when we look at their eyes and become aware that they are all looking at different directions. Furthermore, the background elements, such as the distant Hogwarts and the structures from the Triwizard Tournament, are so faint that they add little to the overall impact. They're supposed to hint at one of the tournament's locations, but their placement and lack of prominence make them feel more like filler than meaningful detail added to this poster. In summary, this poster feels more like a placeholder than a compelling piece of promotional art, making it one of the weaker posters in the series, even though some fans may appreciate it. This poster for Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix struggles to capture the intensity of the storyline. Instead of creating a sense of unity or teamwork, the characters in this composition appear almost disconnected from each other, which undermines the theme of rebellion and the formation of Dumbledore's army. However, the lighting in the poster is probably the biggest problem. The light source is uneven, casting harsh shadows on some characters while leaving others oddly lit. For example, Harry's face is lit in a way that emphasizes his forehead and glasses, but the rest of his features are somewhat lost in the shadow, making him look more tired than determined. Meanwhile, characters like Ron and Hermione have unnatural, almost artificial lighting that doesn't match the mood that the poster is trying to convey. And so that wraps up my reaction to the best and worst movie posters from the Harry Potter franchise. Do leave a comment below and let me know which poster is your favorite. And consider subscribing if you're interested in future episodes of this series.